recall it, so hopefully the audio is okay. If not, I will have to definitely check. But it should be okay. My fingers are very much crossed, but... Alright, hopefully my audio is okay. Okay, there's like an echo going on. Let me figure that out real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta make sure I figure it out. It's starting to back up. Maybe that's why? Oh yeah, there is two. Okay, hold up. That's 100% why. There was, in fact, two of them. My audio is also a little quiet, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that as well. I want to make sure shit's balanced, so... Okay, let's see if that's better. Still kind of just whatever. 450? Oh, hang on. Yo, hey Fireshot, sorry about that. I had to take care of something real quick. Is audio alright for you and everything with that? Seems fine on everything else's end, so hopefully it is. Meantime, I just gotta go ahead and do this stuff. Yeah, I just some stuff with my grandmother. Yeah. But anyway, right now I'm just. All right, that's good. That's good. Right now I'm just setting up shiny hunt. I gotta make sure I have the combo for what I'm doing. Main goal is really just hunting for shiny Dondozo. That's something I've been wanting to get for a while, and I figured why not do it on stream, you know? Okay, I just need cucumbers. That's easy. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. And spicy and sour. Alrighty. If I was doing a pickle one, that would just be a how-to basic video. Oh, bugger. Okay. Let me finish up this sandwich real quick, and then I'll fix it, alright? Alright, yeah, I'll make sure to... I'll do that now. We have a bit of time, so I'll make sure to do that. Unfortunately, I ended up having to change up my TV, because, one of the LED strips for my TV ended up just completely getting fucked over. Alright, let me go ahead and turn... Alright. How's that Fireshot? Is that any better? Also, real quick, I'll see if mic audio is better too. Alright, that's good. Let me get everything set back. And then... Alright. Oh, fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do here real quick? I'm just gonna reset, because that definitely is not ideal. Because I low-key kind of fucked that up, so... Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and do this. Dialga, get off the fucking table! Alright. And then, yep, we just go ahead and do this, and, yep. This time we're not gonna fuck this up. I was a little too trigger happy before, so this time I will not be. I may have already screwed this up. I may... Ooh. Okay, clenched a little there, but that's fine. And then, as per usual, no top bun. I've been all right. I've been kind of just taking it easy. Like I said, my grandmother I've been trying to help her out as much as I can, so yeah. But as you might have already saw, I now have a Switch 2. So now I'm actually able to play shit without things crashing here, so on top of that, that was partially the reason I wanted to do a stream for this, was because I kind of wanted to reveal, what do you call it? Just want to make sure. Sparkling title. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what we want. Alright. So yeah, now we just wander around and look for whatever we can. Dondozo is obviously the goal here, but there's some I wouldn't be against getting. Mainly, I wouldn't be against getting another Slowpoke, and I wouldn't be against getting, oh shit, Golducks are here. Okay. I wouldn't be against getting the shiny version of this Tatsujiri. But yeah, Slowpoke I'm not against. Dondozo, that's like the main goal here. Gyarados would be cool to see. Slowpoke is unfortunately like, that might screw me over a bit just because of how hard it is to tell between the shiny and normal version of Slowpoke. The Tatsugiri, the orange and yellow one for their shinies, I really just need to look at like how they curl up. That's really the only thing I have to worry about for the most part. Veluza I would like, but at this point that's more of a when it happens rather than a like how it happens, you know? Hold up. Fuck. Veluzas are always going to be very annoying to deal with, though. Especially since they have Mold Breaker. Mold Breaker is always going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. But at least it gives me a bit of time to, like, look around. Ah! Shit! I hate Veluza. But, yeah, no, right now the goal is just simply, Dondozo, and if I end up encountering a shiny that I could use, I'll definitely take it. Gyarados would be a cool one to get. Like, I feel like you're never upset about getting a shiny Gyarados, you know? A lot of Tatsugiri here. But to be fair, this is kind of like their main area, so that does check out. Gotta clear my throat a bit, hold on. But, yeah. Oh, shiny Marill. Hello there. Did that fucking... Okay, I was like, did that fucking Veluza pull a drive-by there? Hell yeah, Marill. Alright, I already have a shiny Azumarill, but I'm never against having another one of those. I will say, like, my reactions may be a little tame compared to what most people see. Because, like, fuck, Veluza. Because, like, one of the main things is with Scarlet and Violet, getting shinies is so stupidly easy that there's been times where I'll have, like, streaks of just happening across them. I don't think it is, but I'm checking. Fuck. Yeah, one of the main things that's annoying about Slowpoke is its shiny is very similar to what it normally looks like. So it's kind of a guessing game whether or not you actually found one or not. But I'll definitely take a shiny Marill. Though I will be annoyed if that's the only one I get, you know? I don't don't think that's shiny, but I'm checking anyway. I'm just glad this area isn't laggy as fuck anymore. Like, that's probably the biggest improvement for Switch 2 is I can actually play in this area without it fucking chugging like crazy, dude. Oh, hello. That's the one I was missing too. Hell yeah. Wait. I just realized. I'm running. I gotta save because this thing very, like, almost definitely has embargo. And basically what embargo does is it's basically like explosion, but it gives you status effects instead of damage. So I'm saving just in case, because this is the one I'm missing. And that didn't catch. Please don't use embargo. Okay, I'm fine with Miracle. I'm fine with that. Repeat ball, please. Okay, that caught. We're good. We're good. That was a little stressful, I'll admit. That one had me a concern there. Also, Fire Shot, I don't know if you probably noticed or saw at some point, but I ended up just I got rid of Ricky. Because at that point, like, I was just getting tired of it, and things just, every time Ricky was around, it just felt awkward, you know? That was definitely one where, like, I was just like, dude, can you just not? Like, I was already kind of in a mood that day anyway, so I was just like, fuck it. I always forget that. For some reason, I mean, not for some reason, it's in the lore, but for Solgaleo and Duskmane Necrozma, it ends up basically, I'm too paranoid. I'm too paranoid when it comes to these. I hate, like, yeah, that was one where I was just like, I figured you wouldn't overly care, but, like, I don't know, felt I should have at least brought it up, you know? But every time he was here, it just felt awkward, and it was just like, I really didn't know what to say, because a lot of the time he would just, wait a minute, analyzing, nope. Every time they get me. Every time. Those fucking Slowpoke get me. I have finally gotten a shiny Slowpoke. Wait a minute, hang on. I don't know if that, nope, run away. I don't need to be here. Oh, fuck, I walked right back into him because I was reading chat. No, like, especially when he was doing, like, whatever the fuck he was doing with, like, the alt accounts and shit. It was very clear he was using alt accounts. Like, that was where I was like, dude, just cut the shit out. Come on. It's getting ridiculous. So at that point, I just said, fuck it. I'm just banning you and reporting all of your alt accounts, because at that point, that's just trying to evade bans. You know what I mean? But, yeah, already we've found 2 shinies. Like, that's kind of how... Oh, fuck. These damn Veloozas! These goddamn Veloozas, man. I hate them. I hate these Veloozas. I love it when Kofu says, Fortin Veluza! But, like, goddamn it, dude. These fucking Veloozas. I've already got Tropius, or Tropius, or however the fuck you pronounce it. It's probably Tropius. But, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I think for the most part, things will probably be a little more chill just because of that, but, like, I I think if you're making shit awkward for the streamer, that's when it gets a little like, you know. Whereas like, obviously one of the main things is like trying to keep on topic, but like with Ricky, he just would like, I don't know. It was enough to where it was like I don't. I'm being dumb right now, but there's no need to dwell on it. It doesn't matter. That's not a shiny. I was looking at the Tatsugiri. I hate these fucking. Yeah, no, like awkward for the streamer and for the other viewers, where it's just like, we don't really know how to like handle this at all, and it's just, especially when he would do like the like fucking racism shit like that, and like it was so obvious that he was just using an alt account. Like he's not exactly subtle with it, you know. Oh, wait, I might be tripping a bit. Okay, I am tripping a bit. Hold on, for some reason when I saw him from the back, I thought that Golduck was shiny. Oh, no wonder we're in an outbreak area. That's why. But also Fire Shot, if you can, let me know if I miss a shiny, because there's a non-zero chance I miss a shiny. You know? Like, there's an absolutely non-zero chance I miss a shiny, you know? A lot of the Pokemon here are pretty obvious, but some of them are more subtle. Mainly, Slowpoke and Tatsugiri are like the ones that are kind of hard. Mainly, the yellow one turns orange, and the orange one gets a like brown top to it. But usually, I'm checking the Tatsugiris anyways. But the rest of the Pokemon here should be pretty noticeable. Although maybe Golduck might be a little hard. That one might throw me off. Because that has before, like what it did just now, so maybe Golduck as well. But for the most part, it's pretty clear which is shiny. Also, with if it's like on the land, the Tatsugiri, the yellow one lays flat, the orange one curls up, and the pink one droops. So, like for that one, it basically does like. I'm kind of over-explaining it a bit, I'll admit, but for the most part, it should be pretty clear. So, like, for example, Choodle and Dreadnought, they just turn, they basically just turn, like, a more like forest green sort of color. But then, like, for Dondozo I would probably notice, because it's a massive Pokemon, and its shiny variation is very different. Excuse me. Veluza, really, it's just a matter of when they run into me, more than anything, but Veluza, instead of being purple, they're green. Slowpoke is the only one where I'm like, that one is hard to tell, even like when it's right next to Slowpoke, so it's like that one. No, that's fair. I'm not gonna blame you on that if you end up missing one as well, but like for the most part, like if I miss one, it should be pretty noticeable for the most part. Like for example, Dragonite would be green. But the reason I'm auto-attacking Pokemon that, yeah, basically, if a way for me to check if a Pokemon is shiny or not is by auto-attacking. Basically, if you auto-attack a shiny Pokemon, the Pokemon will not actually attack it. And that's kind of like your main tell for whether or not it's shiny or not. Fucking Veluza. I hate Veluza. But I will say, like, the lighting is probably the worst enemy in this. Out of everything here, the lighting is your worst enemy because it can genuinely make Pokemon look shiny that aren't actually shiny. So it's like, it's a genuine guessing game kind of thing. Like, for example, Slowpoke. Slowpoke's just evil. Veluza. I've always hated dealing with Slowpoke because of the fact that it's just like, it's one of those Pokemon that it's already a really subtle shiny, but when you take different lightings into account, it becomes so difficult to spot. And it can genuinely fake you out a lot of the time. God damn it. I'm trapped. I'm fucking trapped, man. Gyarados. Curly. Alright, none of those are shiny. Yeah, Veluza is, it's just an obnoxious as fuck Pokemon to deal with. It's not even a good Pokemon. That's the thing. Like, it's not even that good of a Pokemon, so because of that, it's just like, bro, fucking back the fuck off, you know? Motherfucker. As soon as I say it. Like, at least with, like, one of the main issues of this area was kind of the lag. So having that on top of the Veluza was always a fucking nightmare to deal with. And that's why I just never really bothered with this area much. But, now that it actually performs well, I'm much more willing to actually do stuff despite the Veluza buttfuckery. Like, I would be far less annoyed if Veluza was green. I'll just say that. Like, if Veluza was green, I'd be much more willing to deal with it. But as it is right now, I just, you know. Like, that's kind of why I end up just, like, I'll go between the islands, just because the fact that it's such a pain in the ass to, like, actually spot them, that it's like... I will say with Slowbro shiny is pretty clear. It turns purple and the shell turns like a golden sort of color. So that Slowbro is pretty easy to spot from a distance. There are also Avalugg here. Avalugg are kind of a weird one. The insides of the, like, the in-betweens for the body, those end up becoming, like, a weird green sort of color. It's kind of hard to notice, but kind of not at the same time. It's a weird shiny. But, like, one of the main tells has always been the green eyes, and that stays the same for both, That stays the same for both Avalugg and Bergmite. But I definitely hope I can get a, what do you call it, Dondozo shiny, because Dondozo, I just think it looks really cool. Like, it's already a very big Pokemon, so you'd be able to spot it a mile away. But, like, on top of that, I just think it's a cool Pokemon conceptually, because whatever Tatsugiri it ends up eating, it gets a, like, it gets a power boost based on that, and Dondozo ends up becoming, like, it basically in double battles, Dondozo will, or the Tatsugiri will jump into the Dondozo's mouth, so the Dondozo is basically having to do a 1v2, but because of that, it gets a, like, massive stat buff. and it can be a really devastating sweeper. Oh yeah, also, Pokemon Worlds was this weekend, so that's been... I haven't really been watching most of it. I've just been kind of doing my own thing with that, but I have been playing a lot of Pokemon Unite, mainly because of the fact that I just can now. I've always kind of liked dabbling in Pokemon Unite, but I just never really could play it because of the fact that it just ran like shit on the Switch 1. So actually having a console that can run it is certainly ideal. These stupid fucking fish, man. And it's like, on top of that, I can't tell if a fucking Slowpoke is shiny, so I have to stop in order to check. So it's like, if like, I very well have probably missed a good few shiny Slowpoke in this game alone. Like, I would not be surprised, but because of that, because these fuckers, I have to stop to check, so it's like, I don't always check them because of that. And it's like, I don't know if I'm missing any or not, and it's like, fucking public enemy number 1 is what these Veluza are. But yeah, it's really just a matter of like wandering around and despawning and respawning Pokemon and all that shit. Nope, that's not a shiny. I see that Veluza. Spotted me. God, fucking, I hate it here. I have seen that you've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight recently. That game has been in a rough state, dude. Like, unironically, dude, killers have it rough in that game alone, but on top of that, there's so many bugs and problems with it that it's just like, at this rate, I can't even really be bothered to play, because it's just like, I primarily play killer, and we're kind of just being fucking shat on every other week, so it's like, it's just not worth it. And on top of that, the player base is fucking toxic as shit, you know? Like, unironically, I have not seen a more entitled player base than the fucking Survivor side. Because they bitch about everything that killers have, even though it's like the bare minimum that a killer should fucking have, you know? Like, they're nerfing anti-tunneling and slugging when it's like, tunneling I get, that one can get a little annoying. But like, slugging, dude, really? That's like a genuinely viable strat. And it's like, it's not even that it's like, it's not even that it's a like scummy strat. No, it's something that should be done because of the fact that survivors can go in for saves, so it's the only obvious counterplay you have against that is to not immediately pick up survivors, you know? And it's like, I get, you know, I get survivors can feel a little invalidated by stuff like that, but like, if they're feeling invalidated by stuff like that, at the very least, make it seem like you're being invalidated, you know? Because, like, survivors get so many tools at their disposal, and it's like, I get wanting certain things to be a little fair, but, like, more often than not, killers are just the equivalent of a fucking C-tier indie movie that gets fucking bodied after 20 minutes, you know? And it's like, the survivors actually have the gall to fucking, like, be upset about that? When killers are basically having to fight an uphill battle 90% of the games, it's like, at what point is it fair, you know? And I get, like, I understand from both perspectives of, like, it can feel like bullshit if you get tunneled out, but one thing I will say is, if anything, there should be ways to counteract that instead of just having, you know, because, like, one of the big things I think it really caters to, oh, Jewel. One thing I think it really ends up catering towards is solo queue survivors. I think that's one of the biggest issues right now is Dead by Daylight ends up catering a lot to solo queue survivors. So because of that, those ones... No, like, survivors are so fucking toxic. And it's like, on top of that, they impose so many fucking invisible rules onto the killers, and it's like, at what point is this not utterly ridiculous? You know what I mean? Because, like, there's so many invisible rules that killers have to follow. Meanwhile, survivors don't got jack shit to follow. Like, even if you win as a killer, you don't actually win because you have to deal with the fucking survivors at the end. So it's like, fuck, dude, you know? And, like, on top of that, Dead by Daylight's genuinely been making, like, have been making stupid decisions on that front, too. Literally, there was a game-breaking bug with one of the perks that basically made it to where generators could basically be popped in 30 seconds. And that's not even considering the fact that, like, survivors could be doubling up on that and making things easier for themselves with other perks. Like, the unwritten rules, yeah. Like, those absolutely suck. And then on top of that, the survivors have the gall to say, oh, you know, like, the clown buffs have been absurd. Meanwhile, they literally had a bugged out perk that let them fucking, what do you call it? That let them, yeah, they had a bugged out perk that let them fucking, what do you call it? It let them have infinite charges on their items. And I'm not joking about that. Like, that was a literal game-breaking bug. And you know what the fucking, you know what behavior said? They said it's low on the priorities because it's not something that should be focused. How is that low on the focus when it is literally breaking the game on multiple fronts? And on top of that, like, they were tripling down on that shit. Yeah, infinite charges, yeah. Like, unironically, it was so fucking stupid of them. Like, I think, and that's not even taking into consideration the fucking Left 4 Dead fucking live stream. That was a complete shit show. And it actively showcased the biggest issue with the fucking, at the very least, the community managers. I think the community managers should absolutely be fired because of their utter incompetence with this shit. It's not even a matter of, like, oh, you know, they didn't, I get, you know, not wanting to hire, like, the people that would be involved would have to have things to sign up for, and I understand that. But when you know of a problem and don't take it into consideration, at what point does it... Yeah, no, they got called out so many times, but even then it's like, it wasn't even just they got called out, it's that they were being dragged through the fucking mud, and they weren't doing anything. Oh, wait, hang on. I just spotted that out of the corner of my eye. I would have missed that, honestly. But yeah, no, they got called out for it, but it's like, at what point? Because I mean, like, on top of that, you have literal written proof from the like community managers saying, like, oh, you know, it's like, it was some pretty shitty shit, you know? No, that I think is really good. I'm glad that they're actually pushing shit back to actually take stuff into consideration for, you know, everything, because it is in a genuinely really rough state. How much time do we have left? We have 2 minutes left on this. I just had to check just to be sure. Is that... Hang on. Not you, not you, none of you. Okay. I had to check. But yeah, no, like, I think out of everything, the devs really need to look at their staff and, like, actually take into consideration what is needed. Because I have not seen a community manager fuck up this badly since Ajax fucking basically confirmed everything that a Reddit post saying that, like, the behind the scenes stuff for Multiversus was basically true. That is, like, the only instance where I will say I have not seen a community manager fuck up that badly until there. And that is, like, it's just, that is a monumental fuck up. But, like, they seriously need to, like, look at themselves and look at the game, because it is in a rough, and I mean rough state. Like, between... I don't know if you saw it, but there was a Twitter post that was, like, a metric fuck ton of just bounce... Like, all the bugs that are associated with the game right now. And it was, like... It was a good, like... I don't know how many how many it was for threads, but it was like, it was massive. Stuff that I was aware of, but like I wasn't aware of how bad it was, you know? Like there was shit with like there was shit with fucking Deathslinger. He's one of the killers I like playing a lot, and like, dude, they really have been hurting him more and more as time has gone on, and it's just gotten rough. But yeah, no, it was, oh, it was a shit show, dude. Like, goddamn. I think, okay, 5 seconds. Quick boost, go! 2, 1, and that's time. All right, let's get a recap on what we got, because we got a pretty good amount here. Yeah, we got 4. Not a bad haul, honestly. Yeah, we got, honestly, probably the one I was like most happy about. That was a pretty good one. Oh no, dude, it's like it's a massive fucking post. It was kind of insane. But yeah, no, like for the most part, all right, what, I still kind of want to still hunt for Dondozo, but I'm thinking of going for something else. I don't know. I got a lot here, and I'm kind of afraid to get a lot of dupes, you know what I mean? Not boxes, picnic. What am I feeling now? I don't know what I want. I love the fighting sandwich recipe for this, because it's literally just, it is literally just a how-to basic one. Like, it is just a how-to basic sandwich, because it's just mostly pickles. Yeah, fuck it, let's do water again. Didn't hurt that much last time, so why not? Sweet and salty. Go back here. But yeah, no, like, unironically, I really wish that, I really hope that the devs can, like, actually pull through, because they need to. They need to get their shit together. This is, it's just to a point where it's just sad. Like, I wouldn't say it's Overwatch 2 levels of sad, but it's definitely bordering on, like, Multiversus level of sad. You know what I mean? Because, like, how could you fumble such a, like, insane crossover like this, you know? Where you not only have, like, really unique original killers, but, like, no, like, Survivor has gotten a lot better. I think Survivor is definitely what you play to have fun in Dead by Daylight, because Killer is just miserable. And on top of that, Survivors are still actively preying on your downfall, so it's like, it just, like, it's better to just play Survivor at this point, because not only do Survivors get far more rewarded, but there's also the fact that it's just significantly easier to play without fucking gouging your eyes out. And that's on top of the fact that like, Survivors are getting more and more busted perks that are just completely game-breaking. And on top of that, there's the fucking Fog Vial. Don't even get me started on that. Like, dear God, it's been rough, dude. It's been really rough. Like, killer mains have had it rough for so long, and it really does feel like it's only fallen on deaf ears. Nope. Alright, ooh, wow. I was yapping a lot there. My ears started getting a little clogged up from that. I don't know how that happened. Oh, rain. But yeah, no, I think for the most part, I do genuinely wish that, I really hope that Dead by Daylight can get its shit together, because it's to a point where it is, like, it's rough. It's really rough. Hopefully I can I really hope I can get a shiny Dundozo here, because that's like the one I am like, I need that one. That's one where it's like, I wanted that one day one kind of thing, you know? Honestly, though, I feel like this sandwich is probably going to be a nothing burger just because of how good that last sandwich was. That last sandwich got us a good amount of, like, a really good amount of stuff there. So I'm like, half expecting this one to be a bit of a bust. But who knows? It could potentially surprise me with what I'm looking for. But yeah, I was getting kind of heated there. I like my, I wouldn't say my vision's blurry, but it's like everything's kind of fuzzy right now. So it's, I just don't want that to affect this, because like I don't know, man. I'm kind of just saying shit right now after that, because like that took me out. But yeah, no, I think for the most part, I don't know. I need something else to talk about. Fireshot, give me something else to talk about. I gotta like refocus my streamerness. Nope. But I don't know. I think for the most part, I gotta just legitimately I'm just saying shit for the sake of saying shit now, because I don't know what to say after that, because I was heated. I was heated there. Like that was where I was like getting genuinely passionate, and I think that passion does come from a place of care, because a lot of the times I do genuinely want to see shit like this do well. Because I mean, the thing is, Dead by Daylight is an indie company. Like, people don't realize Behavior is still independent. They're their own thing. It's not like, oh, you know, it just because they get the licenses doesn't mean that it's like, you know, it doesn't mean that they instantly have a fuck ton of money, you know? That's something I understood that even in Multiverses, where it's like, yeah, just this team is a team, and I fully get that, but God, dude, it sucks when like favorite Pokemon? I mean, I have him on my team. Oh god, I see that Veluza. Oh god, no, Gyarados, get away. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Dialga, I've always been really fond of Dialga. Although this generation has actually had a few of my like new favorite Pokemon. Like there's a lot of good ones in this generation. They cooked with this, like they cooked with the Pokemon in this generation. There's Doxbun, which is literally just a pure fucking, it's a pure bred weenie dog. Like, come on, you can't write that shit. That's too good. Like, come on, dude. It's a, because I mean, on top of that, I grew up with Doxies, so like I've grown rather fond of them because they're just cute. They're cute little puppers, you know. There's I don't need to be here. This is the outbreak. Get me out of here. Oh, it's thundering here. All right. There's Clodsire. Clodsire is fucking incredible, dude. Like they really went and made the perfect side evolution for the Wooper line. Like that I'm just impressed at that point, you know. What else? Skeledirge is another really. What the fuck happened to the lighting there? Yeah, Skeledirge is another one that I really like. Yeah, Skeledirge is one that I ended up really liking. Not only is the whole line just really fucking good, because it starts off head empty, no thoughts. Head is not empty, and there is too many thoughts, and then head empty, but there is thought. So it's like, I don't know, I kind of like it. I think it's one of those lines that's just genuinely really solid, and the typing is just a cool one. I think Fire Ghost is one that's always one of those ones that's pretty difficult to do right, but they've been knocking it out of the park pretty well. What is happening with the lighting? Ah! Fucking Veluza. But yeah, no, I think for the most part, this generation has unironically been a really good generation, like, design. That's the third time that's happened. What is going on? Yeah, no, design-wise, I think this generation actually really cooked. I think, especially in regards to, like, other... Like, there's some other, like, really good ones. Even if they're not my favorite, I think there's definitely ones that, like... Gengar and Lucario are kind of basic ones, I'm gonna be real, Chief, but... No, it's fair. I can't even really make fun of it, because, like, Dialga is one of my favorites, so I'm not in a place to really say that, but... No, that... Lucario, though, I am a little bit questioning, because is it for... Is it for some unsavory reasons, or... I hope not. I hope it's not for unsavory reasons, because that is... I know it's a low-hanging fruit, but... Hey, you always gotta ask, you know? Gengar is valid, though. Gengar, I think, is actually very valid. What do you mean? How have I already confused you with that? Okay, Greninja, I'm be real, dude, that is like the Zoomer favorite. I'm sorry. I don't mean to shit on you with that, but that is like the that is the basic bitch Zoomer favorite, and I can't even, like, I'm sorry, dude. That two of them are Smashmon too, so it's like, come on, dude. Is there really, like, no other one that you find appealing, or not appealing, but like you'd like? Okay, no, that's fair. Lucario is kind of cool, but, like, also hard not to question it. Just given the internet, just given how the internet is, it's a little hard not to question it. I really hope I can find a Dondozo. I haven't found any shiny to this sandwich. I might have been right on the money with that, honestly. But this sandwich just being a giant nothing burger. Oh, Scyther is definitely cool. Scyther is one of those cool Pokemon that's, like, just inherently cool. I like what they did with Scyther because they kind of gave it, like, a rock, paper, scissors sort of motif going, where Scyther is the paper... Scizor is obviously Scizor, but Cleavor is like the new evolution that they gave it, and it's pretty obviously rock. I mean, it literally gains the rock typing, so it does make sense for that. But I don't know. I think it's definitely one of those ones that's like, it's interesting to see. Oh, damn. Oh, so you were like an... Oh, shit. Okay. You know what? No, that validates you way more than I think it... Yeah, no, that's honestly fair. Brick Bronze is like that. God, the shit with Roblox, dude. They've been, the fact that they not only doubled down, not only tripled down, but quadrupled down on the fucking vigilante shit. Like, the fact that they were quadrupling down on the vigilante shit, despite having actual sex offenders, is absurd. Like, are you fucking serious? That is meant to be a place for kids, and it is just not anymore. Like, period, the end. It is not a safe space for kids. And that, Roblox's continued refusal. Another barrel. Okay then. Ooh, it's marked. Wait. Okay, you know what? I'll take a marked barrel. Hell yeah! Let's see what the mark is. No nickname. Oh, what? It doesn't. Title, what? Wait, but it showed a little thing for it. Fuck. Yeah, it showed it was marked. Fuck. Maybe it was that. It might have been that one. Yeah, no, I'm like I was one of like I was like an OG Roblox player, dude. Like I know they fucked up their shit. And like it's only gotten worse as time has gone on. Like legitimately. It's rough. And I hate to see that, because that game has some actual fucking talent. Like I think there is some actual talent for the people who like make games for that. You know what I mean? And unfortunately now Fortnite is kind of taking that spot more and more. So it's like, well, I guess this is just happening now. But yeah, no, the Roblox shit, it's stupid. It's so dumb. Cause like on top of that, with Schlepp, he ended up fucking, he was a victim of that shit. So like, how the fuck are you gonna question whether or not a man who literally got fucking violated on that like that, no, that it legitimately does piss me off that that's like they're really doing that shit. No, like dude, the Sonic fans on that are unhinged when it comes to making their shit. Like they are incredible when it comes to their talent or their craft. Damn, dude, I am not finding any of these Dondozos. Or Veluza. I'm surprised I haven't found many Veluza after this. As soon as I say that, Veluza shows up. God damn it. I really had to jinx myself there. But yeah, no, I think in general, like, I find it insane that, like, the fact that, like, the government is literally having to get involved with this. That's what I find even more insane. Oh, that's the Titan one. Like, and I mean, on top of that, like, Roblox has already been in a really dangerous state to begin with. The fact that they even allow shit like Squid Games on that, like, dude, that kids should not be experiencing that, like, at all, you know. But they just have multiple games that are based on Squid Games, so it's like, well, this is just what it is now, apparently. But like, it's so dumb. Like, so many companies are far more willing to show their true colors And that's really unfortunate in this day and age because I don't know, it just sucks, you know? Because like no, like legitimately they should not see 70% of the shit that's on Roblox. It is absurd. Like I really don't get how. No, I get how, but it's like it's just sad, and it's like anytime I think about it, I do get a little just depressed thinking about it because online safety has become so much more of a like. It's become so much more of a fucking concern because of how little people are actually concerned about it now. Because like, and like I think the biggest boiling point was with W Place. That whole thing has been rough. Now, I'm not even talking about like the Deltarune stuff. The Deltarune stuff I think is harmless. I think for the most part, I mean r/place had shit like that, and even then it was like, well, it was annoying, but most of the time it would recover. Hell, if anything, I think that made it, that added to the like fun of it was you were working with a community to help keep certain things on a certain place. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's where it like gets really fun. But like with W Place, since everywhere is like based on a real since it's using the world map as that, it's now to a point where people are literally revealing, like they're doxing themselves hardcore because of W Place, and it's like, okay, so we just not know anything about internet safety now? Like, what the fuck are we doing here, people? And it sucks because like it's obvious that these people weren't taught that, and like I don't know, man. I call them people because frankly some of them are just people. Like it's not even just that it's like, oh, it's, you know, it's kids. No, a lot of the times it's fully grown ass adults doing this shit. And that's where it gets just kind of sad because it's like we've really let our entire education slip because of it. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like I grew up in an environment where telling shit online was a massive no-no. Like, I would grow paranoid that I'd accidentally slip of that shit because that shit is that's stuff that shouldn't. Yeah, W Place. It basically, it's based on something that Reddit ended up doing a while back, where basically people were able to place like a pixel on every like few minutes on a certain spot, and then yeah, basically there was this like there was this canvas that you had, and people would be able to place like whatever would be able to work as a community to create different artwork. With W Place, it's similar, but you get like significantly more what do you call it? You get significantly more pixels just because of how big everything is, and what do you call it? God, I'm losing my voice from this. Basically, it's yeah, you based on how much you place, you can level up and shit. So it's like there is incentive to place, but like I don't know. One of the big things that has been happening with W Place is there's been a lot of Deltarune stuff, and now it's to a point where people are blaming Deltarune fans for covering up artwork, even though it's just, you know, because one of the rules that they ended up having was that they didn't want people covering up artwork, which I can understand that, but let's be real, one of the main fun parts of r/place was going to war with different communities. You know what I mean? Like, that was where the fun kind of began, because like, yeah, you know, like, it would be shitty if, like, you know, you had the streamers and shit like XQC, for example, taking over shit in that, but like, then you had some funny moments, like in r/place one of the years, Canada ended up fucking, they were like pretty much, their thing was like constantly sabotaged every step of the way, and so like the Canadian Leaf just was never perfect. Like, no matter what, there would be something wrong with it, and it was genuinely, Canada was going to war for like that entire time frame. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's fun, and it's like, it's for the fun, but people are starting to take it more seriously now, and it's like, that's where it gets a little like, okay, this is starting to get kind of dumb, you know? But since it's based on the map, people have been, you know, basically saying, hey, there's this cool artwork by my area and shit like that, and it's like, y'all are literally doxing yourselves. Do you even realize that, or do you have zero sense of internet safety? Is Meryl really the only one I'm going to get for this? I hope not, because that would be very unfortunate. I very well could have missed a shiny and not realized it, but I gotta check that one. Oh, okay. I really hope I can get Dundozo though. That's like the one I'm like really wanting, because it's a big Pokemon. Oh, shiny Azumarill. Okay. That fucking Dundozo. Give me the golden rabbit, damn it. Wait a minute. Hang on. No, that's... Oh, hey! The fuck? Oh god, I can't tell if that's... I can't tell if that's Slowpoke in the background shiny or not. Damn it. Okay, hold on. I gotta check something while I'm here. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, we got it. Oh no, the Slowpoke's gone. No! Son of a bitch, no, the Slowpoke's gone. Please don't tell me that was a shiny. I don't think this is the one. Ah! No, Slowpoke unironically is like really difficult to tell if it's shiny or not, so I definitely will struggle with that. Damn, so I only got the Azumarill line. Kind of unfortunate that that's all I got with this so far. Because how much time do we have left? 5 minutes, okay. I don't see us getting it in 5 minutes, but I'll still definitely try to look. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. I think internet safety as a whole has become a lot more important and needs to be taught in schools, especially now, because that is like something that should be taught. Because at the very least, if kids are gonna start using the internet early on in their lives, at the very least teach them how to fucking safely browse. You know what I had as a kid? I had fucking Brain Pop teaching me that shit. I had Brain Pop teaching me that shit on the fucking like preloaded computers. That's what I fucking had. And you know what? It taught me fucking well. Hang on. I gotta loop back around. Hold on. No. But yeah, no, like, it just sucks that... And on top of that, like, I will say, one thing I think needs to be taught to kids, especially in the modern age, is how to spot viruses. Because, oh boy, that was one thing I struggled with, was I would always accidentally download viruses onto computers and shit, so it would just, I'd have to, like, reset it. Got to a point where I was trying to reset a computer on my own, and I accidentally nuked the computer. Not saying nuked it as in, like, I blew it up, but, like, I accidentally deleted System 32. That was basically it. So, note to self, don't delete System 32. Had to learn that the hard way, but hey, it's better to learn it all than to not in the first place, you know? Dude, that's insane that you were taught that in your last semester of college. That... Like, no, that's actually insane. Like, that stuff I think needs to be taught. That needs to be taught at a significantly younger age, because, again, kids are gonna do kid things. I want to fucking cheat at Angry Birds Epic. I want to fucking get cheats for that. I don't know any better, so I'm just gonna download this. Oh no, now my computer has a fuckload of Avast. Fucking bullshit, dude. Like, I didn't know any better as a kid, and I was desperate, you know? Like, that's the big thing, is, like, kids get desperate, and when that desperation boils over, it can be bad. It can be really bad, and it's like, you don't want that for kids. So teach them. Unfortunately, in this day and age, being taught shit is a fucking luxury at this point because of how fucking dumb the country's become, but that's a conversation for a whole different day. Okay, we got it. We're safe. We're good. But I think another thing that's kind of influenced it is, oh yeah, no, like, no, I was obsessed with Angry Birds Epic as a kid. Like, that's one I will fully... That's a shiny. That is a shiny Slowpoke. That is definitely a shiny Slowpoke. Fuck yeah, dude. Finally. Alright. Yeah, no, Angry Birds Epic, I was obsessed with it as a kid. So, like, that was one where I'm like... That was one where I unironically did end up doing that at one point. Motherfucker, were you trying to hop on here? Let's see if we can get one more. One last burst of a shiny, please. Shiny Dondozo, please. I beg. Give me the big fish. Give me the big fish. No, I dabbled a bit in Angry Birds Go, but I could just never really... That one never really clicked with me as much, and that's mainly just because of how it was structured. I think the structure for that was definitely a lot worse. Whereas with Angry Birds Epic, really the only annoying thing was, like, the gacha stuff. That was really about it, but, like, even then, you didn't always need to... You could still beat the main game without the gacha stuff, you know? And that I always liked, because it was just... It's just a genuinely really fun strategy game. Or, like, RPG, you know? Ah, damn. Alright. It's over. No Dondozo. Unfortunate. Okay. I will be right back. I gotta get something to drink. Let me just get into a good spot to, like, stop real quick. Nope, there's Scyther. Okay. I gotta get something to drink because my throat is completely shot right excuse me. Alright. I got some water. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see something there. Hold up. Oh, okay. I thought that was a shiny for a second there. Alright. Let me drink. Is Necrozma just fucking going apeshit in the background? Oh yes he is. Oh my god. Yeah, no, Angry Birds Transformers, that was one I just genuinely didn't know how to fucking play. That was like, I was like, just, I just didn't understand that one. But, yeah, no, for the most part, like, honestly though, like, pretty good haul, all things considered. Although a little annoying that we got 2 Merrills and a Azumarill, even though I already have shiny Azumarill to begin with. Does it have? It does have huge. Oh, they all have huge power. Okay. I do want to check the summary on these just to see like if they have any marks. Okay, you do have a mark. Uncommon. Okay, that's pretty normal. Yeah, that's a pretty standard mark. Only one with a mark. Alright. Not too upset. Oh, shit! Shiny Dratini! Okay, sure, game. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Catch rate on this might actually be a bit of a problem. Hold on. Yeah, that doesn't catch. That doesn't catch, damn it. Dragon Rush. Does that do recoil? Please don't like. Okay, good. That doesn't do recoil. I was concerned about that. Nope. That's no catch. Hell yeah, dude. Shiny Dratini. That's actually one I don't think I've gotten yet. And that was without a sandwich, too. Oh, you're gonna be annoying to catch, aren't you? Oh, nice one, Necrozma. I know catch rate on this is a little iffy, so that might be why. Actually, do I have any dive balls? That might actually help. I do have dive balls. Nope, that did nothing. That was actually worse. One of the benefits of the DLC, though, is definitely being able to get, what do you call it? Nope. Doesn't catch. This is getting concerning. Oh, the rain stopped. Okay. Got it. One of the best ways to tell whether or not you've caught it is with the catching charm, it pretty much guarantees a critical catch. So, if it catches with a critical catch, it'll do one shake and then immediately catch. But if it does a critical catch and then doesn't do a single shake, then it will what do you call it? But hell yeah, shiny Dratini. Like that's kind of the luck I end up having with this game sometimes is I'll just happen upon a shiny that I wasn't even looking for. Like that's happened to me so many times. And like I do that on a pretty regular basis too, so it's like my luck is just weird with this. It really is weird. Like I think I ended up moving a lot of it over. Yes, I did end up moving a lot of that over, but like I've had so many instances where I just happened across shinies. Oh yeah, no, Angry Birds Epic still works even offline. Like, I'm surprised the servers for that are still even up. I'm glad they are, because that's a game that, frankly, deserves to be preserved. That game is goated as fuck. It was one of the first, like, pretty big Sonic collaborations of that time, so, like, it's pretty fair, but, like, Fletchinder. We're kind of in an area where not a lot of Pokemon here are ones I'm looking for. Really, the only one I'd be looking for is, like, Deerling, but even then, that's mainly just because, the other forms. Oh. Where'd you come from? I didn't see you there. I will say, one thing I'm definitely looking for is, I'm definitely looking for, either Shiny Ditto or Shiny Eevee. Like, this area I usually come around anyways, just because the fact that there's just a lot of Shinies that I'm, like, hoping I get, but I never actually do end up getting. Version. But what's annoying about Ditto is you have to always fucking auto-attack it in order to, check whether or not it's a Shiny. And it's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, because, like, you really gotta be zoomed into them. Thankfully, the only problematic Pokemon here is Persian. And maybe Mabostiff, but I haven't evolved the shiny Mastiff I got, so I have no idea if it is actually like that or not. Nope. Okay, I was like, why are you actively avoiding that? That can't be because it's shiny. That doesn't look shiny. Oh, Fido. Fido and Darkspawn. Yeah, I hope at some point I can get a shiny Darkspawn. That's another one of those Pokemon that I actually really like. And shiny is really fitting too, because it basically just turns it... It just bakes it more, and I think that's really funny for a shiny. Tandemaus is always going to be a pain in the ass just because of how small it is. But yeah, this area is definitely one I'm going to regularly check just because of the fact that... it's got some pretty high priority shinies that I want. I don't know what I want. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. Always check the eyes on Charcadet. Main tell for Charcadet is the eyes. Instead of them being, like, orange fire, they turn into blue fire. So that one can be a bit of a pain in the ass to tell. But as long as you, like, let it turn to you and then check it, then it's not too bad. Mulligan, I have no need for. I have both forms. Strudel, you don't have different eyes, so I don't care about you. Let me connect to the internet real quick, just to see. Oh shit! Oh, Ting Lu's already available. Okay. I thought we'd still be doing, what do you call it? Okay. Good to know. Well, it's actually a good thing I checked that. Let me see what is available then, if that's the case, because that might actually be good to know. Ooh, wait, Paldean Wooper. Oh, we're doing these. We're doing these right now. Oh, we are doing these absolutely right now, dude. Hold up. No, because I need Paldean Wooper. Yeah, we're beelining into this. Because I want a shiny Clodsire. thankfully, Paldean Wooper's shiny is pretty easy to spot. It's basically just it gets the colors of the normal version of the Pokemon, where it turns like a darker blue. Obviously, it's not exactly like regular Wooper, but it's basically the same. Although its size might be a bit of a problem here. It's a little hard to spot in all the grass. I will say one benefit of this is, since Paldean Woopers don't normally spawn in this area, it's going to make it a little easier to spot or like control the area they're at because of the fact that they just don't naturally spawn here. Unfortunately, one of the biggest unfortunate parts is you have to kill a fuck ton of them. Because I guess, like, because for some reason, knocking out more Pokemon within an outbreak increases the shining rate. I don't get why that's the case, but hey, I'll take it. We're committing mass species extinction, but if it means having a different colored version of that Pokemon, sure, why not? I don't believe so. Unless you're talking about Crypt King, or not Crypt King, Crypt Crusher. I did see Crypt Crusher's new video, and like, damn, he really went full 100% for that shit, dude. I was kind of impressed. I knew the completion experience for some of the games were rough, but like, damn, some of those are rough. But I don't really. I'm gonna be real. I don't even think I know who Skyland's dude is. I might have seen him at some point, but like, I don't know. I usually stick close to my own bubble when it comes to stuff like that, just because it's, you know. But, oh my god, wow, hey Fireshot, real quick, I wasn't paying attention. Did it say that, did it have a message on the top right saying that the amount of Wooper are starting to go down? I wasn't fully paying attention to that. Yeah, unfortunately I have not seen it, but I'll try to check it out at some point later. That is if I remember, because low-key I might just forget. Can these fucking Hoppip leave me alone? Die. I will say there's a decent bit here I'm like in here. That's a Jigglypuff. I thought that was a shiny Mareep for a second, but no, that's just a Jigglypuff. Alright, I'm just making sure, because it'll probably show up eventually, and I might say that it's definitely starting to get lower. night. Okay, yeah, we're already on the second message. All right, one more, and then we just start resetting with picnics. Oh, is it gonna have racing? Is it gonna be Superchargers racing? Oh, it's only about racing. Okay. I'll give it a watch at some point. 'Cause yeah, that is kind of my avenue for that. So that is fair. I thought the shadow for that was a shiny Wooper. I'm gonna be real. Oh shit. Alright, we're at the last message. Now we just kind of wander around until we... despawning and respawning them until we find it. Unfortunately, with spawn rates being significantly increased for Pokemon, or like the amount of Pokemon that spawn at once, it's actually going to be a bit harder to determine whether or not there's a shiny, because some of them could just genuinely be really far away. For the time, yes. There's a bunch of Fido there. Come on, give me the blue one. Give me the blue one. Fuck it, how many of these do we have all over the map? Because okay, yeah, we got a good few around here. We could... Oh, that's just a natural one. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a natural Paldean Wooper one. Alright. Alright, fuck it, we're continuing it. There it is. Never mind, we don't need to. We found it. They were basically like, oh god, no, he's starting again. Oh, send him out, send him out. Fucking give it to him. If that's what he wants, give it to him. Got it.
Hell yeah. No mark. Alright, that's fine. They saw me plotting to go all over, and they were just not having any of that. Alrighty. What else do we got? Oh, Mudbray. I already have Mudbray. I don't need that. What's in here? Drillbur? Wow. There is not a lot here. Okay. Damn. There's like nothing here. I mean, to be fair, this is probably the area I've grinded out the most, so that does check out. But, damn, there's like not much here now. Yeah, that's... Huh. Well, honestly, even then, like, we got a pretty damn good haul here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shinies, and that's within... That is within... a couple hours. Yeah, about 2 hours. That's still pretty good. Like, average-wise, that's pretty damn good. Like, all things considered, you know? Oh, before I even consider stopping that, I gotta save. Alright, I don't know what I want to play now. I'm low-key kind of bored of this, so I don't know what to play. I'm debating doing Dynamax Adventures, but I don't know. Ah, fuck it, let's do Mario Kart. Gotta change stuff up a bit real quick, but, yeah, I gotta change some stuff real quick, but, I will say this is always kind of like the go-to, what do you call it, game. I just gotta change stuff up real quick, so... just gotta do it on my phone. Oh, that is running like shit. Hang on. That is... Why is that running so poorly? What the fuck? Scarlet and Violet wasn't running that like that. Okay, it seems to be better. Hold on. Alright, yeah, I gotta work this out real quick. Hold on. We'll just enjoy Mario Kart stuff for the time being. Okay, give me a second because I gotta figure out how to edit this real quick in real time. Ah, to hell with it. I'll just fucking... It's fine. It's clear that we're doing Mario Kart now. We shifted over to that, so it's fine. Alright. Now let's play some fucking Mario Kart. Yeah, I might as well just do like live online stuff. Listen, man, I am bored. I am bored. I want to play some Mario Kart, alright? I got my goat Cataquack here. I will say, I was like... I know in the reveal trailer I lost my shit, but dude, how could I not? It's fucking Cataquack. Oop, okay. Oh shit, there's already a race going on. Damn. Where is the race being held? Oh, it looks like it's going to be Dry Bones Burnout to either Toad's Factory or Wario Stadium. I will say the track selection has been hit or miss for me. I think some of the tracks are really good, but then there's other ones that are just kind of like, eh. Toad's Factory is obviously like one of the good ones, but I feel like this is my hot take. I really do not like the new Wario Stadium. Like, at all. I think it is overly simplified for the sake of being overly simplified. And I think overall it loses the identity that Wario Stadium initially had. So because of that, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I think it's just one of those tracks that, like, I just don't think it's as good, you know? And on top of that, like, one of the main, like, annoying points for me is, like, the layout is annoyingly similar to Mario Circuit 2. And that's like, you don't want to be Mario Circuit 2, you know? Like, I've had people argue with me on that, like, it's not Mario Circuit 2, but, like, it literally has the exact same amount of turns as Mario Circuit 2. Actually, no, it has less turns than Mario Circuit 2. And, like, they use the excuse of, like, oh, the game's mechanics help it. You know what track, unironically, that's true for? DK Pass. I think that track is significantly better because of the improvements that were made to the game. But, like, you can't really say that for Wario Stadium because... Oh, damn, you've kept yourself mostly spoiler-free, then. I'll try to avoid this game's Rainbow Road. For your sake, Fireshot. I'll try to avoid it, but be warned, the Rainbow Road will probably happen. But yeah, right now I'm just waiting for the race to start. I do like that we're just able to do this instead of watching a race. I think that actually... That's a better way to wait for races to start than just watching the race, because I think, like, the only time where that's a little is because in Knockout Tour, for some reason they had it be where, in order to actually get your rating, you have to watch the full race, and that one is kind of not super big on that. I will say, like, probably the biggest annoyance for me in this is the fact that, the biggest annoyance for me is the disparity in, like, track difficulty and quality for the cups. Because Toad's Turnpike, or not Toad's Turnpike, Toad's Factory, you'd think this track, for as basic as it is, oh, no, it was Bowser's Castle. Okay. Well, I'm already at Toad's Turnpike anyway, so fuck it. Oh, alright, fair enough, man. I will say, this game is fun, but it's definitely not worth $80. The asking price Nintendo wants for this is ridiculous, and I stand by that fully. if you're gonna get this game, get it in the bundle because... Oh, Mario Circuit. Okay. Mario Circuit's kind of a weird track because basically, how it works is it's basically a giant homunculus of Mario Circuit 1, 2, and 3 from the SNES. So, like, you'll have, what do you call it? You'll this one, it's going to end off in Mario Circuit 2. So, that one kind of basic, kind of similar. But, yeah, basically, you probably saw in the Direct, but, each track basically, you drive to the next track that you go for a lot of them. So because of that, you have like these intersections that you have to deal with. They're all right. I definitely understand why people don't like them. I think it's one where it does take up a lot of time, and sometimes you'd rather just drive the actual track. I fully understand that, and I think that is an entirely valid criticism. But I definitely think it's not as bad as it's made out to be. They do have a pretty fair amount of deviation when it comes to both the intersections and the what do you call it? Oh, we got Kamek. What are we turning it into? Oh, we got Hammer. Okay. That's one of the annoying things. Kamek is an item in this, and he's the only way to get access to what do you call it? Kamek's the only way to get access to the like NPC drivers, as they're called. So like Cataquack, for example, you have to get Kamek to transform you into Cataquack in order to unlock Cataquack. It's kind of annoying, and Cataquack's in very specific areas. I was able to get him in Wario's Shipyard. That one I actually found to be a pretty satisfying one because I was like second place for that, and I was like, I don't care if I didn't win, I still fucking won because I got this dude. I got my goat. But yeah, no, for the most part, like, I will say one thing I do actually really like is that for one of Bowser's outfits, it's basically a reference to Skylander Superchargers, and I'm not joking about that either. It's literally called Supercharge. Ow. Okay, well, yeah, that's the Mario Kart experience, unfortunately. Hopefully I can get an item before this. Mario, get out of my way. Not ideal, bro. I kind of just have to stomach it. Double to secure. And we win. Yeah, no, the supercharged one is definitely like, it's a good go-to one. Like that's definitely one I will be using a lot, but like only if because I will say Bowser is one where his weight class is a little too much for my liking. That being said, the build I currently have is the build I have right now is kind of weird because Cataquack is like the second heaviest character. So because of that, I have this where my speed, acceleration, and weight are all pretty similar, but my handling is kind of trash. I will say though, like, the handling isn't too bad. Like, I feel like that's one of the stats that, like, it doesn't really affect you that much, you know? But yeah, no, with Mario Circuit, it's basically like each version of Mario Circuit is connected to one another. Moonmoon Meadows. Do I really sacrifice this? No, I don't think I do. I think we just go random here. I really got nothing here. One thing that's been kind of controversial is when the game first launched, you were initially able to basically if you hit random, it would be a guaranteed 3-lap track. So everyone would do, you know, the random for the a 3-lap track. Nintendo made an update at some point where it changed it to where now the tracks are only there's only like a 25% chance to get a. Oh, all right, man. I'll check it later. I'm probably gonna cut stream soon anyway. My throat is getting. You can probably hear it in my voice. My throat is getting. It's hurting. Oh yeah, this pissed me off. This map layout pissed me off because it looks like it would be different. Like you could see that it would be different. No, it's not. You just go through the center and then it actually starts the Moo Moo Meadows race. So that one legitimately pissed me off when I first saw that because I was like, it looks different, but I can't tell if it's actually Moo Moo Meadows or not, you know? What the hell is Bowser doing? I think he might have just been lagging. Wario, get away. Not ideal to have a feather here, but okay, yeah. There goes my crown. No, my crown. No. All right. But yeah, no, you go through the middle area here, and then you go through Moo Moo Meadows normally. I got milk. Spike, get the fuck out of here, Spike. Oh, that's a lot of bullet bills. Whoa, they tried sniping me with that. They tried, but they failed. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Okay, that... I just stay out of the way for that one. And we win. 2 wins in a row. I usually don't get that. I don't know what's going on, but I usually do not get that. Alright, well, Fire Shot, I guess... yeah, I guess I'll end stream here, because, yeah, I gotta let my throat rest, because yeah, no, that was, like, I was surprised with how well I was doing. That first one I got lucky on, but that one was, like, I was pretty unanimously, like, ahead of everyone. Well, I guess I'll cut stream, I guess. I don't know. I figured I'd go on for longer, but I don't know. My throat... I haven't done this in a minute, so my throat needs to kind of adjust to get back into the swing of things. Alright, man. I'll see ya.